What is up, guys? It's Vanz, and welcome to the first edition of my new series, Who's That Fig, which focuses on action figure reviews. So for today's episode, I want to make it special. We're gonna have a look at my favorite action figure, which is Hasbro's The Black Series Darth Revan. I know it's kind of late since this was released 4 years ago, but I haven't done a review on this figure, so let's check it out. So if you're new to this channel, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell to get notified when we come out with future videos. Big Bad Toy Store is a massive selection of toys like action figures, statues, and a lot of geek stuff. So make sure to buy your toys at Big Bad Toy Store. I put a link in the description down below, so go check them out. So Darth Revan first appeared in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic video game, and I think that was way back 2003. Then in late 2016, they decided to make an action figure and came with a single box in a red and black line. So this figure came with two translucent purple and red lightsaber. So let's check this out. Okay, there you go. All right. So for the purple lightsaber, the hilt is painted really nicely. There's a lot of details in it, and as you can see, it's painted with a silver and a black accent. And also the buttons are painted with the red and green as well, so that's really nice. And as for the red lightsaber, the hilt is painted with silver and a gold accent. There's also some black linings there, but they miss on the bottom. I'm not really sure if it's just mine or that's for all of the figures. I wish they could have done an extra accessory, an extra head sculpt, or a force lightning hand will do, since Darth Revan is not just good with the lightsaber combat, he's also strong with the dark side force. So well, let's check out the figure. Alright. So the plastic hood is permanently attached on the figure, on the body of the figure, and for me, they could have gone for a soft goods cape or a detachable hood and a cape. And as you can see at the back, there's a lot of wrinkles right here. It's actually not normal for a fabric to have that much wrinkles, but that's just how it is. And also on the arms, you can see from starting from the shoulders up until the elbow, there's too much wrinkles in the arms on the right and on the left as well. You can see that too much wrinkles right there. Okay, there is a cape extension connected to the chest plate, and there's no way for you to remove that. So the chest plate and the bracer armor is painted with bronze color, like a champagne look. You can also see those marks in the chest plate as well. That's very nicely detailed. If I can do some weathering in this figure, it will really, those marks will really stand out. Very nicely sculpted and detailed. Okay, and also the bracer and the plate in the hand has some details as well. Really nice. Okay, and we can also see a black plastic thing. I really don't know what this is. Maybe a stash or something. I don't know. If you know what this is, guys, if you know the answer, please do leave a comment down below, and I would really appreciate that. There's also this red plastic thing, and it is very well detailed as well. You can see some marks there. Well, I mean, there's really nothing wrong with this because this figure can't do any dynamic poses anyway, so I think it's okay. Okay, so let's check the legs. Soft goods right here. Lots of details as well. You can see some holes right there in the legs. Check this out. As you can see, there's not much wrinkles in the legs. That's how it should look. See how natural it looks? That's very nice. Even at the back, there's a little bit of wrinkles, but that's just how it's supposed to be. And the shin and the knee armor is, as well as the boots, is painted with silver, and you can see the details on those armor as well. You can see that there are marks. That's very nice. Okay, so let's look at the back. Okay, so the back, we do have a yeah, as I've shown you guys a while ago, the plastic cape, I mean hood, and a soft goods cape, which is also detailed. All right, so let's check the articulation on this figure. All right, so you can do up and down, side to side. So this is definitely a swivel hinge joint connected into the head, and also, as you can see, there's limited articulation because of this plastic hood. All right, the shoulders are connected with a hinge swivel. Okay, so you can this can rotate 360. Unfortunately, you cannot do a full rotation because of this cape extension, but it can do 90 degrees horizontally. All right, and for the side, that's as far as it can get. Forwards in front, I mean arms in front, sorry, and arms at the back. That's as much as you can get as well. Okay, and there's also no bicep joint because we do have a swivel hinge in here, so it can do a rotation, as well as the wrist is a swivel hinge. As you can see, the wrist swivel hinge on the right side is horizontal, while on the left side is, this is a horizontal, I mean, on the left side, and on the right side is vertical. So this is something that I don't like as well, because you don't cut horizontally. Right? You don't use a lightsaber like this. You cut vertically. When you're doing a cutting effect, it's always vertical. Alright. Even if you're using a gun, it should be in a vertical hinge. Alright. You only use a horizontal hinge if the figure is doing, like, let's just say, a force push. That I will understand if it's doing that. Also, if it's doing like a lightning effect thing, a vertical hinge is perfect for that. Unfortunately, the accessories included in this figure are lightsabers, so definitely this is a gripping hand. And for gripping hands, it would be best if it would be a vertical hinge. So that's one thing that I didn't like on this, and I don't know, but Hasbro always do that. I've seen a lot of figures and they're doing horizontal hinges on the wrist, even if it's not compatible with the accessories. Okay, so the torso is made of a swivel and a hinge joint. I mean swivel in a ball joint, as you can see, it can do full rotation 360, and it can do a little bit of a movement. There's side to side, forward and back. I can do a little bit of a rotation. Alright, so the figure can lean forward this much, lean backward this much, and that's the thing. If you're using a swivel hinge, it won't give you that much of an articulation, right? They could have at least used a barbell joint as well as on the head. A barbell joint will give you that motion on the figure. Even a single ball joint will do, all right? But they didn't do that in this figure, so I think that's all right then. Okay, so on the waist, you can do a full swivel as well. Okay, it can do a Y split. Okay, unfortunately, without the soft goods, it can't do a full split, so that's as much a split as you can do. All right, it can kick forward this much, and it can backward this much. Okay, this is made out of ball socket, as you can see there. Yeah, those are ball socket. There is a die cut, so this can do a 360 rotation, and this is connected by a double hinge on the knee. Alright, one moment. Alright, there you go. You can see double hinge there on the knee area, so you can do like this for both knees. Alright, double hinge joint. Okay, and this is a hinge ball joint. Alright, so you can do like this, and it has good motion, so it's okay. Ankle rockers is okay as well. Okay, so verdicts. Okay, so my problem with this figure, all right, Although I would admit this is a very good looking figure. Lots of details. Paint application is really nice. However, there are some problems. Definitely problems with the figure, especially when it comes to articulation. But the main problem of this figure are the materials that was used on this figure. Alright, so number one, the permanent plastic hood. There's a lot of options there. Alright, they could have gone for a soft goods cloak, just like Mace Windu's here. Alright, they could have gone that, and it would not affect the articulation. Okay, this is a soft good cloak, and it worked really well with Mace Windu, as you can see. Or they could have gone for a detachable hood and a detachable plastic cape, just like Doctor Doom's. And if you've seen the Marvel Legends Doctor Doom's figure, that is a good example of aesthetics in articulation. So go check it out. I already pre-ordered mine, and I'm still waiting for it to come. And I'll definitely do some review, but I've seen the figure already, and it's just very nice. Okay, so also let's just say that this came with a soft goods cape or a detachable hood. All right, another problem are the joints that were used on the head and on the torso part. So basically you still won't have that very nice articulation even with a soft goods cape if the joints that they will be using on this figure is not the best as well. So I'll give you a very good example. All right, again, let's turn to Mace Windu. Look at the motion of Mace Windu's head. That has some good motion to it. See? Can do side to side, up and down. That's just good motion. That is because the joint that they use on Mace Windu's head is called a barbel joint, right? Using a barbel joint on the head will give you this good of a motion. See? Even if there is a plastic hood here, if that was done in a barbel joint, it would still move. See? That's the problem. Another problem is in the torso part. You won't see that much movement in the torso because the joint that they use in this is a ball swivel joint. Again, if they did use a ball joint connected to the hips, it won't affect the aesthetics in the body. It would still look good. Mace Windu, I'm sorry I had to borrow you again. Just look at this. This is a ball joint, and you can see the motion of the body. See, it can lean back. This figure can lean back very far and can lean forward very far as well. Side to side is good as well because the joint that was used is a ball joint. Okay, they could have done a you can use a for more motion, you can also use a barbel joint on this, but it might affect the aesthetics in the body. So but still, a ball joint will definitely be okay. Another one is the hinge, this horizontal hinge. I really don't like this. You won't be using this if you're holding something. Alright, it should be vertical. Alright, so those were, and also I do think that there's a problem with the feet. It's too thin. That's why I'm having a hard time making this figure stand up. Alright, it's just really hard to pose. There's something wrong with the build of the feet. It's just too thin. Alright, so there's not that much balance because of it. It's just hard to pose. Right? So those are my my concern. I know it's a lot, but I still love the figure. It's still very nice. I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy them. As far as I know, it's still available in some stores, but this figure is almost out, so you guys should get yours really soon. All right, we already have a Jedi Revan. I haven't. It hasn't been delivered yet. I already pre-ordered and I still don't have it, but I'll definitely do a review on the Jedi Revan. I'm not expecting that there's going to be a change when it comes to the build of the figure. I'm pretty sure it's just a repaint, so but it would still be a very nice figure. Alright, so okay, so I think that's everything. That's it, and I do hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe to this channel. It would really help the channel to grow, and also please don't forget to hit the notification bell to get updated with new videos. And again, I would like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers!